Just the back and forth momentum flop, and there's a big rock. Here comes Romero, but a pull counter.
There we go. We have a champion, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good, y'all? Romero 17 here. We got ourselves some patch notes, some good old patch note spoilers, so I'm going to be breaking them down for y'all. So with the patch notes, right, we have increased stam cost for stand-up strikes blocked, missed, at range, and evaded effective head movement and lunging. What this means is that, well, with the stamina pool, those of you who are aware, you guys already know this, but those of you who aren't aware, there's a specific stamina pool when it comes to strikes. So shots like jabs and crosses tend to take the least amount from the stamina pool. Overhands, hooks, and uppercuts tend to take, like a little bit more than the jabs and 1-2s, and kicks tend to take the most depending on the kick. Of course, your move levels are going to play a factor, but that's a whole other rabbit hole we can get into. The big note in there says, evasion cost also includes the miss cost, so those will have gone up notably more than others. So when you are actually effectively moving your head or using defensive actions against your opponent's strikes, right, that is going to drain their stamina a little bit more. That's already in play, but this is going to be at a bigger function. So if you guys go into practice mode, right, you'll see, since UFC 3, it's always been like this. If you use some type of defensive movement against your opponent's strike, there will be an extra drain that ends up happening on the short-term stamina, as opposed to if they would have whiffed regularly, right? So that's how the game tends to reward you for taking your opponent out of position. And what's that going to do? It's going to lead to obviously better counter windows. It's going to lead to a better chance of winning a trade, assuming that you didn't eat any strikes on the way in. So this is going to be huge because a lot of people have been asking for more stam changes on top of the body damage changes. I've been fine with the ones that's been going on last with the last patch, but I also been saying too, yeah, there definitely still needs to be an adjustment. So I'm very happy to see this. I've referenced the fine balance between, we got to find a good balance between UFC 3 and UFC 4, and then a bit of 5 where we had the drain with the body stam. So honestly, I'm interested to see how this is going to play out, especially in ranked championships and whatnot. So some other AI stuff for the offline players, improve AI use of submission struggle mechanic on higher difficulties. That's cool. My children are learning. I'm so proud. Improve AI GMP combo length and variety so that elbows don't end the GMP so often early. Oh, okay, so they don't throw the elbow every time they posture up. All right. This was improved GMP sway timing in windows. Yeah, there was totally a bug here where you'd get hit when you shouldn't in some context. Found it. Fixed it. We'll see how that plays out. I knew I wasn't crazy. You know how many times I've tried slipping a strike in the ground and pound, and I end up getting hit, and I knew damn well I shouldn't have gotten hit? I feel vindicated. All right, so that's just a small portion. So just keep in mind, you got to be pretty familiar with the stamina pool. It still works the same way since the addition of this game's striking mechanics. So I'm going to actually put a link in the description for the UFC 3 RPM, because it has that listed exactly how stamina works, and that's still going to apply for UFC 5, so you guys are more informed as opposed to just reading this and be like, all right, well, we'll see. So you guys have a better idea of what you should be looking to do. On top of the body shot changes, that's going to be huge as well. But I'm intrigued, and if there's any more patch spoilers that drop, I'll be covering those as well. And then when the patch drops, I will be streaming. But thank you guys for tuning in. Romero 17, I appreciate y'all. I'm out of here.